DanganRonpa.
Welcome to another DeathCount, the series where I predict and discuss things happening in the DanganRonpa 3 anime. I am your host, Omega Baldwin, here as always, bringing you the DanganRonpa goodness you like. Well, week 8 of the anime is done, and quite a few things happen in both sides of the anime. But first, why don't we talk about what happens this week in future? The plot is going forward, and we confirm a few things. I think the big one was that Ruruka was in fact the one that killed Isajoy, and pretty much plays out how I predicted, by having Ruruka feed Isajoy a candy that then activated his forbidden action, killing him. I think the interesting part was that we finally got to see the Monokuma door back in play, and it was related to Isajoy's death. This was due to Ruruka's forbidden action, being that nobody can leave the game. So for some strange reason, she decided to kill Isajoy to prevent him from leaving. A person that was supposed to be the closest to her relationship-wise. So this should tell you the kind of person she is. I won't go too much into detail about this as I already covered it in my review, but I have to point out that due to Kyoko's reaction, the Monokuma door is either fake or some kind of trap, or even to be used as a motive for Ruruka. Now, there was a death this week, and I am sad to say that we lost Fedora Guy after his forbidden action that was not opening his left hand was activated. This was due to again Ruruka trying to kill someone, this time Kyoko. So yeah, he is out of the game. God bless you, he died a hero saving Kyoko and keeping his promise to Jin, aka Papa Kyoko. Now, if you remember, last week I did not make a prediction, and I decided that this week I will also do the same. I really have no idea, nor do I want to predict. Still, I will give my opinion on something. I think Yuso is looking pretty full of dead flags, and that's all I will say. So yeah, no lockdown for me this week. Okay, so now why don't we talk a little about Monaka's prediction from back in episode 7. As you remember, she said that a DanganRonpa 1 character was going to die due to Naegi. Well, episode 8 was here and we don't really know if that is going to happen. The episode ends with Togami getting into the future HQ, then a trap is activated that makes the whole HQ collapse. It's easy to say that the person Monaka predicted is Togami, but I don't think so, as the whole thing was a cliffhanger. We have to wait for episode 9 to be sure what happens. But here's the interesting thing. The way the episode ends is to make you, the viewer, get the idea that everyone is dead. Because remember, everyone is supposed to be in that building, and they have not confirmed that everyone is somewhere else. So for all we know, everyone is either dead or hurt. So what happens in episode 8 is not as clear as some people are making it out to be. I don't really have anything else to say about it, but next episode could go the following way. Either they continue with what happened last week, or it's going to be an episode taking place in the DanganRonpa 2 island with the survivors fighting the ships. To be honest, I hope it's about the DanganRonpa 2 island thing. I really want to see the survivors. Another thing that I want to talk about future is how there are only 4 future characters left. There is really no one to cheer for aside, I guess, Mirai. And we still don't know his full story, but he being a despair is no longer a thing. After all, he was able to get away from Junko this week. Okay, one final thing I want to talk about future is that people keep asking me who do I think is the mastermind. With how things are going, I think it's impossible to say at this point. But as of now, with all the stuff I've seen, I can guess that it will be someone that we know but have not seen the anime yet. I don't think it will be a new character or anything like that, and I really don't think it will be one of the remaining future characters. Whoever it is has no interest in broadcasting the killing game, so the motive could be just as simple as revenge against Naegi and the others. As I get more information, I will be able to give a more clear view on who I think it could be. Now, let's move into the despair side of the anime, as quite a few interesting things happened this week in it. As I predicted, Mikan was the first one to fall into despair, thanks to the Mirai anime that Junko edited. We finally got to know how Junko was able to make so much people despair at the same time. There were quite a few things in this episode, but I think the biggest thing was Chiaki finally meeting Izuru, a meeting that Kodaka almost ruins with the forced Nagito pandering in the episode. The episode ends with Izuru and Chiaki looking at each other, and Chiaki recognizing him. Of course, some people are already saying that Chiaki dies next episode, but I personally don't think so, due to the fact that Chisa is on her way there, so this whole thing is not over yet. Anything could happen at this point, so either Chisa is able to get Chiaki out, or as some people are saying, she could be forced to work for Junko, in order to save Chiaki and the rest of the class. Also, there are some people that for some reason think she is the Monokuma maid. Then there is the use of flashback from Future 8 that seems to happen in the upcoming episode, so there is a possibility that he fights Izuru or Mukuro. So yeah, these are crucial moments in the Dispersed Side anime. Let's just hope that Nagito does not keep ruining it. If anything happens to Chiaki, it will be his fault for taking her there. After all, he is the know-it-all and should know how dangerous Junko is. We have to also see if they fix the Nagito meeting Izuru plot hole that they did for chainless pandering. It's sad to see how Nagito has been developing as a character, especially when I compare him to DanganRonpa 2. You can see this in Ultra Dispergers, when he's a walking fetish, with a chain around his neck and everything. I don't want to get into this again. If you want my full view on the issue, watch my Disper 8 review. Also, with Masuda making a cameo, I think they will finally get to the Zero stuff next episode. Now, it's that time again where I check your comments to see if anyone was able to predict any of the deaths in this week's future. I will be doing something new today. I will only show the top 20 comments that got it right, to save time because there are too many comments and it's getting hard to show them all, so yeah, take a look. So, those were the top 20 that got it right. Well done, you guys. If your comment was not featured, it's either because you were not in the top 20 correct ones or you posted too many outcomes. So that's the video. If you like it, please remember to leave a like and also check out my Patreon if you enjoy my content. This is Omega Baldwin. See you guys next time. Bye.